they're pups. We don't want to spook them or disturb them, but we'll get a lot closer than we are.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I wonder if the camera saw it. If I'm wearing this thing on my forehead, I might as well get stuff that actually looks cool.
Yeah.
Like things jumping out of the water. Not that the scenery around here looks like anything.
Pretty beautiful too.
I love the cliffs around here. I was saying, so we took the ferry earlier to get over here, and I was saying, man, I really love the look of the islands with the rock edge.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
There's a lot of cool rocky shorelines and cliffs around here.
It's like my favorite kind of shoreline. Just really steep.
It's a good mix of California, raucous wing type, and mugles up ahead. Most of the little ones right now are mugles. And there's something floating in the middle of them. Is that a seal head? Oh no.
No, that's a bird.
Gold.
Another big goal there.
Yeah.
That's solid, the weird angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too and I was like, that's pretty dark. Am I splashing you at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay,
I'm
just
not
checking.
splashing you.
No, you're good. I was just double checking. I was like, man, I really hope I'm not splashing her right now.
You're good. You're setting a perfect pace also.
Thanks. When I went kayaking in Hawaii, the guide was so fast at paddling. I was like huffing and puffing almost. I was like, I don't like going this fast.
This is like as fast as I go on my tours.
That's good.
Unless we're paddling into wind and waves, and then we have to really paddle hard. When it's calm like this, you may as well.
Right.
Easy.
Leisure.
That's
This
California.
water is like so almost
California
glassy.
on the right.
I have a question for you. You know a lot about birds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, at the ferry terminals, have you been to the ferry terminals? Well, yeah, probably.
All over. I've been to every ferry termung in the state, yeah.
You know
When
those...
I said I've been to every odd, weird part of the state. I've been hung out the ferry terminal that takes you out to the island and Willapa National Wildlife Refuge. Been to, yeah, pretty much every ferry. Yeah,
What are those blackbirds?
cormorants, and usually most of the ones that like to hang out in ferry pilings, most often seem to be pelagic cormorants. They're a little bit smaller. They kind of have a purple and greenish sheen in the sunlight. In their breeding plumage, they have a little bit of red on their eyes, around their eyes, and they have white butt spots when they fly. You can kind of see it sometimes when they're perched.
Huh.
But they gather, so let me go a little bit closer to these seals on the left here. Not too much closer. You see those gray blobs?
Yeah.
We don't want to get too much closer. Look at them. Sometimes there's double-crested cormorants. Those are the big ones, the big, thick orange bill.
What are the
There's
ones?
also sometimes, usually not as many, Rance cormorants, which are big like double-crested, but they have a black bill, a little white cheek spot, and in their breeding plumage in summertime, they have a bright blue throat.
Huh.
But mostly they're pelagic cormorants. And cormorants, they're just, they're like a kind of diving bird. So see the one on the right?
All the way on the right, yeah.
Aww.
The pups are really big now. Their mother's milk has like 60 to 70% fat content. So yeah, they pack on the pounds really quickly. So some of them are like...
There's a smaller one next to them though, in the middle.
Yeah. So there's the light one on the right and the gray one...
In the middle?
Yeah, the gray one between the two lighter ones on the right, that's a pup.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to nurse from the one on the right now. Yeah, I think it might be nursing. Also, the brown one on the left is scratching itself. They have little claws on their flippers, so they can scratch. They can do a little bit with their flippers. Unlike a whale or dolphin, which does not have claws on their flippers, so they can't scratch. Which makes me think they must be itching all the time. Canada goose flying behind us over the trees, to the left, kind of.
Oh, yeah. For whales and stuff, they can't itch. Do orcas or something like dive at the bottom and like scratch themselves on rocks or anything? Maybe that's
they
how
will.
they
It's
do
also
it?
thought that one way they relieve itches or like parasites and things on their skin, they'll try to dislodge them by breaching. Breaching's one way. Slamming to the water is one way they can
Oh.
get things off there, itching them, like bits of seaweed, or if there's a parasite on there, like a whale louse. Whale lice are terrifying. Whale lice are
Hey,
the
there's
size
another-
of lobsters. They're an insect,
God, that's
and they're a
Ew.
louse, just like a head louse. They're this big.
Ew.
Yeah, and they latch onto whale's skin.
Do you see the other seal up on the right? Far right up there?
There's a couple in there.
From what I see right now, I only see one. I'm not at the right angle, probably.
I was imagining a rock was a seal. They blend in so well sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's almost high tide, and seals are kind of tidal with their activity. So high tide, it's not quite high tide yet, but there's not many here. Most of them are out fishing, swimming around in the water. At low tide, when there's more nice, low, flat rocks we can get up on, they'll almost all be resting asleep at low tide.
Oh, I see them on buoys all the time.
Yeah.
They're just like, we'll rest here.
We don't want to go any closer than this. Let's just kind of.
They look cute, but they'd bite.
They're very dog-like.
Yeah.
So dog-like. I used to call them dog mermaids, and then somebody pointed out that mermuts is a way better name, so now I call them mermuts.
Mermuts. I like that. I wonder if there's any up here.
Early in the season when I started kayaking here in March, I thought this would be great habitat for shorebirds that like rocky areas. It hasn't been really, but there is a spotted sandpiper hanging out here lately, so we might see him. If we see him, I'll show you guys.
Are sandpipers those little ones that go like this really quickly across? Okay.
Usually run on the beach. Most sandpipers like
Yeah.
sand, and shorebirds, but some of them like rocky areas. I call them rock pipers. There's a
Yeah.
few species that only hang out in rocks like this.
That's cool.
But one of them is the spotted sandpiper. They're very cute. They're small, brown. They have orange bill, orange legs. But what I really find endearing about them is that all the time, constantly, whether they're standing or walking, they're always bouncing their tail up and down, like doing this little, I call it their booty shake. They're always just like bouncing their tail up and down like this, doing a little wobbly walk. And they kind of do a little bit of like a hopping motion when they walk along too. It's
Oh, funny.
really funny. Which is something that
There's another
a
seal.
lot of birds that hang out.
Its head's in the water.
Oh yeah, the seal right against the base of the cliff there.
Yep.
So these cliffs, they kind of keep going underwater, so it's really deep here. So there's good fishing and foraging right off these rocks. I think it's a reason the harbor seals really like
sorry.
out here. That and they've got that cliff face, so they feel pretty safe. There's nothing that can sneak up on them from there.
There's something else up there too. Up there.
Oh yeah.
And up there.
And there's tons of them.
Lots of them, yeah.
I do feel like they watch.
Yeah, they kind of just peek up like submarines.
Yeah.
And they're like, I see you.
Have to make sure if we're hunting or just.
Dude, I'm worried to like look to my right and see like a seal like really close or something. Just keeping that in the back of my head.
Come to the right, go to the right, go to the right. Let's get to the right, go away.
We aren't trying to hurt your pup. We just want to see how cute you guys are.
The pups aren't very good at swimming yet, so the moms will let the pups around. Do you want to come this way? Guys, really quickly, please come this way. We want to give them space really quickly. Doesn't take much to scare the moms from their pups.
Oh, they're back over there now. Right over there.
The pups are riding on the mom's back still, so they're not very strong swimmers.
Aww. But I also saw another two coming up over here, it looked like.
Yeah, there's several mom pup pairs right now. Yeah, only like this might only be one adult male. They kind of have like harems, so like one adult male, a bunch of adult females. So most of the adult seals right now have pups with them.
Huh.
Unless they've already been eaten. A lot of them do get eaten by
Yeah, what is the survival rate for harbor seals?
What's that?
You know,
There's one.
What's the general survival rate for harbor seal?
Most of them die, like most animals.
Yeah.
That's an
Right
adult
there.
pair. I love the way they always do the same thing. They always kind of throw their head back before they go under.
Weird.
Different from a sea lion. The way when sea lions at the surface, they kind of go up and arch their back down and under.
Yeah.
Kind of like like a dolphin would. Harbor seals just kind of slowly sink down.
Yeah,
straight
they
up
like
in the
bob
air.
underneath and then they go.
Point their nose to the air and then just sink.
Like a submarine.
The subs of Seattle. And the San Juans.
Oh, there's actually some people on Point Doughtey. Usually there's nobody out here. It's public land, but it's only accessible by kayak or canoe. It's surrounded by private property and cliffs, and there's nowhere to moor a boat up here. You gotta have time.
So either these people also voted in, or they snuck in illegally, or their neighbors.
Probably kayak.
Yeah.
So watch these cliffs too. It's not uncommon to see mink scampering along here. I've seen them climb straight up these cliff faces.
Did you say
Dang.
minks?
Mink. Yeah.
I don't know what a mink looks like.
They're a weasel, an aquatic weasel. Usually hangs out in freshwater areas like marshes, eating voles, shrews, frogs, birds, all kinds of things. But they're basically the same size as a ferret. So ferret's also kind of weasel.
Oh, I've
And
had
mink-
ferrets before.
And mink are roughly the same size and shape as a ferret. So pretty small,
Okay.
on the smaller side for a weasel. They're only 2 or 3 pounds. Versus a river otter, which is also a type of weasel, and they're 20 to 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Big house cat.
Yeah.
Very sleek.
Well, I've seen otters at zoos and stuff, but I've never been to, like, out.
We have a lot
In
of
the-
otters here. And they're pretty big. They have dark fur. The mink are pretty small and have light brown, almost blonde.
We should go right a little.
Sorry.
Let's stay like this. Oh, no, you're
I'm
good.
following you.
All right. I couldn't tell the difference, so, like, I
wasn't
wouldn't
following
know.
you for a second. I was sort of like spacing out and in La La Land.
Yeah. I do that too. I, like, look off in the distance and I'm like,
Right.
ah.
They're so pretty.
Yeah. Dude, I've finally forgotten that I have this thing on my forehead and it
Oh,
feels
good.
normal now. At first I was like, I feel ridiculous. But like,
Looks like a headlamp or something. Like you're gonna be out, past dark.
Yeah.
There's just barely enough water to get
Cool.
Oh, dang.
Wait to go in until you see that I can get all the way through, though.
Okay.
Okay, we'll wait out here. What was that noise?
Purple sea stars can go through.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. There was some starfish disease or something a few years ago, and a lot of the starfish were dying. So when I go boating, I take them off the dock for little kids to look at, but then I put them back. But for a few years I couldn't do that because I didn't want to touch them, because like if they're already not doing too well, you don't really want to mess with them.
Let's see. We're gonna have to paddle, I think, if we want to make it through here.
Here, I'm gonna turn like this just so we get the boat.
Back, now paddle right or left. I mean. Okay.
And go straight, and then we're gonna have to turn a bit more still, so I'm putting right. No, I don't want to hit him. There.
Oops. Okay. There we go.
There.
All right. Now we're straight.
I couldn't hear what Alex said.
I couldn't either.
Look, there's a
He
purple
was
starfish.
saying, try not to run into that rock.
Oh.
Ooh, it is pretty.
It's more like poke off of everything and try and get through here. Watch the left rock and try not to poke starfish.
This is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Wait for the water to go through.
I don't think I would have gone through here.
I don't think I would have either.
You got it, you got it. Push forward. Straight down the center, straight down the center.
We're working on it.
Don't cut to the sides.
Try not to.
A lot of barnacles getting knocked by my paddle. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Water. By Starfish Lane.
I guess maybe if we would have had more momentum, we could have just slid right through. But
That's what I was saying. Let's try to gain speed before the arrow fire.
We couldn't hear you.
We were clanking into stuff.
All right.